landing. He may throw in his towel with the president, or he will stick to PDP. Who bring, or they don't respect, they like, they are very independent minded, and they are always fighting against one another. They are not united. They are not united. They are fighting to curry the favor of either the presidency or something else. And then now, this very issue that came about, according to what we are learning, the PDP, the minister for FCT, that is Wike, who actually brought in Fubara, wanted a whole range of things, starting even from the support to Bielsa, even within the state to this incoming election. Now, of course, Wike, whether I want it or not, Wike is an APC man, but though is in the PDP. So his loyalty will lie to the APC.
Even if PDP can't carry member of APC.
There's one way they call them AP. And you see, so, and
it's PDAPC.
And the incumbent governor, whose loyalty lies with the PDP, wants everything streamlined along the PDP. He wants to support even the PDP candidate in Bielsa, which Wike would not want. Wike want to control the whole South. You understand? So against the next election. So, and this governor, though he was installed, but he felt that no, I am loyal to PDP. So that was the point. That was where they are coming
from. Okay. I'll come to Musa Bala now. You have Mike, and you've also seen the scenario.
Yes.
So what's your impression about
it? You see, this word democracy is different from Nigerian democracy. Nigerian democracy, the more you give them an opportunity to be autonomous, the more they use that opportunity negatively.
Yes.
This type of crisis started more from 2015 to date.
Yeah.
And no matter how to him that he behaved differently from the previous PDP government of not interfering in state elections.
Yeah.
In fact, to the extent that even if you are his blood brother, he would never ever interfere in your state primary election or general election. We saw it in so many places.
Yeah.
So, being a president that don't go that far now enable the governors to be more bold in ensuring that, okay, they now do what they want. Unfortunately, they will have been doing what is acceptable in accordance to the law and for the development of democracy, not only within their state, but within the country. But some of them are not taking it too personal. In as much as I am not in support of godfatherism, but any governor that knows that it's a product of godfather, he has no reason to say he will quit from his godfather automatically after election. It has to be systematically, peacefully, because already it's a product of godfatherism. The one that pains me more, among all the one that pains me more, the one that pains me more was that of Ambode.
Yeah, Lagos State.
Yes. Agbon was a very good, fantastic, progressive, intelligent young governor that I had wished he had served his 8 years and not minding him to be a president, because we were saying that we don't want the whole class to continue. Agbon was too good. He has demonstrated all his good qualities in Lagos State. But unfortunately, I don't know who decided to make him, disrespect his godfather to the extent that his godfather humiliated him more than any other governor in the history of Nigeria, because he showed him from direct primary. It took place direct primary, that is during when he was bidding for the second term.
Yes.
It was not even indirect.
Even the vice president came to intervene.
Yes.
Tinubu told the vice president, stay off.
Exactly. The second one was also when the immediate past vice president decided to go against his godfather.
Godfather to contest.
He was the first vice president that I think that contested
and was not
primary election and came distant third. So once you are a product of this godfatherism, tread with caution, so that I'm a student of preventing problem rather than solving problem.
problem.
I love preventing problem, no matter how much it costs me. Solving problem, no matter how less it costs you, it has already made a lot of damages.
Yes, yes. That cannot be even quantified in financial terms.
Look at the State House of Assembly.
Down.
And they're not even telling us the number of people that might have died. In this type of fracas, now they'll be hunting on people.
Yes.
And that confidence that even their members, how many members have they, how many house leaders have they changed? They've changed plenty. So let for me, Fubara know the type of person which he still is. I saw a video when was it after election or before election? This man from Ekiti was warning him. He was warning him. Don't ever look trouble with Wike. I don't know whether you see that video.
Yeah.
As if he was prophesying what will happen. Now all of a sudden, we are not even hearing, even at the background, that there is some minor crisis between Wike and Fubara. All of a sudden we had
impeachment notice.
Impeachment notice.
Impeachment notice. They bombed down the
state.
That's how rich River State is. That place
complex.
they bombed down.
Edifice.
I'm very sure they will spend tens of billions.
Yes.
If not hundreds of billions, to put it back to life.
Yeah.
So politicians must be very careful. The autonomy given to them is for the improvement of democracy, but not to make it personal. It causes a lot. Anywhere you see where this crisis happen, there's a lot of consequences.
Yeah.
That of Kano and Kwankwaso and Ganduje. It was, going small until when it all explode. And whenever this type of crisis happen, even within family, it divides the family.
Yes.
That is one of the problems I have with Nigerian democracy. I'm doing some research that, look, the cost of democracy in Nigeria is far more than the benefits. Because after each and every election cycle, Nigeria gets more divided. Because if there's anything that the politicians succeeded in achieving more, is the division of Nigeria along their
ethnic, religious, and other.
They succeeded in doing that very well. And that is why the citizens are finding it difficult to come together and pursue a cause against the government. So what Fubara have started, I'm still looking at it, he's not going to survive it.
Well,
Okay, is a tough fighter.
He's a tough fighter.
He's not going to survive it.
From all
And
indication.
the Wike, Wike, as you said, his whole APC just camouflaging.
As PDP.
He divided his attention. He said he wants his state to be PDP. But presidential, he ensured that APC won.
That was because of the let down.
Yes.
His PDP people let him down.
Exactly.
Especially Tambuwal, his best friend.
Yes.
And the other man from my state, the PDP chairman, whom assured him.
Yes,
Ayu.
So and that was why he paid APC back that way. I mean, paid PDP back.
And PDP might have been planning or backing Fubara now.
No,
So
Fubara is PDP.
I know it's PDP.
So they wouldn't even want to lose him.
But do you know that? Do you know? I saw some people from River State saying that Fubara ordinarily he's not even fit for local government chairman. He was appointed as the Accountant General of River State for a purpose.
Yes.
When he served that purpose, he was still being paved way to become a governor.
Yes.
That's why I say if you're a product of
The system, don't fight that system.
don't fight that system immediately. Because
Take time.
you will hardly win.
Yes. Well, let's see. But in that case, you see, Malam Bala,
Yes.
if you look at it, the same thing happened in the case of Amechi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Godfatherism brought him. He fought his godfather and still won. The same thing happened in the case of the same man that is fighting Fubara now.
Yes.
You understand? It's a product of godfatherism too.
You see,
He fought and he still won.
Mike, before Amechi won,
Uh,
Amechi had trained himself for more than 10 years.
all right.
He became
They say
Politicians-
Yes.
and he became
a
speaker
speaker
for how many years?
for almost 8 years.
8 years. Yes. Then.
Then that is when he built his structure.
Yes.
And his own case was more clear. He really won the election.
Yeah.
Here we are not talking
He
about
won the primaries.
yes, either winning or not winning. You understand?
He won at the table to someone else.
It's the backbone of the entire election.
Yes.
Because the other one should be resting on the primary election. So, but many of us don't know him.
At all.
Yeah. Well, you see,
From Accountant General, And it is the same river that said that some people are calling it that it's not even qualified as a local government chairman or whatever.
Yeah.
You see, once you are made, you cannot say we had a governor that made this mistake. That is Ramadan Yaro. He came from nowhere and became a governor.
Yeah.
Understand? So he made mistake and it slipped his and that is all. For this river state, me in politics, the impossible can be possible.
Yeah.
But judging by what is going on now and the capacity of Wuke, and even the president, I don't think the president will.
It's not that we show that.
There's a problem.
Yes.
Okay.
I will tell you that this is going to be a big fight. Fubara.
I do not last long.
No. Fubara may be a giant. Maybe the David that will bring down the whole.
Okay, why do you say?
You see, rivers, apart from Lagos, generates the highest revenue. Oil, are you getting it? The eyes of APC are on that state for long. That is, if you look at it, most of the Supreme Court justices that were arrested, if you go, their story was that before the judgment, Amechi called them and said, look, the president said you should twist this judgment in favor of APC. Are you getting it? Most of them.
All of these are conspiracy theories.
You understand? Body said so during their listing. Are you getting it? And when the judgment came, when the judgment went against APC, Oyugun said the judgment was flawed, that it was influenced. He later apologized. You get my point? Rivers, Rivers, Delta, these are states that APC have their eyes on because it is one of the these are states that have high.
Once you have a governor from there to show that the party
Wike was in APC in 2015. PDP would have never gotten to where it has gotten to. So that is the fight. Now, Fubara, as the way you see it now, you can see it was Fubara's loyalists that went and burnt down that place and then brought in another distance so that they will not go. Yes, so you can see they are learning by the rules, and it's going to be a very tough fight.
Do you know that a governor can even be impeached outside his state?
But it's going to be a very tough fight. Already the parliament, the state house of assembly is divided. Whoever is with the mace.
But the division is unequal.
Number one, they've not gotten. They only served an impeachment notice, which you understand. Which the other member of the house is bound to reverse.
Let me.
You understand? So, but for now, let's see how it plays.
Honestly, tough situation.
Yes.
The lives of the people of River State is paramount.
Yes.
Then come to the property of River State. As if this thing did not come to an end soon, it may escalate. And I hope it will be within the River State, but I hope it will not even at all. As your analysis now, let's assume what your analysis is true. If the two giant parties wanted to control that state by hook or by whatever means, then that is a very dangerous trend.
That is what it is.
Very
big governors are going to have a meeting in Akwa Ibom, right?
Yes, today.
Yes. So what do you think it is?
Okay.
Let me just round up. If the presidency interferes,
yes,
are you getting it?
It will escalate.
It will escalate. Just like 1964, so when the president, when the prime minister intervened in the Western election.
Yes.
So the only thing there should be peaceful mechanism to solve this.
Now, can we put a finger to one strong man in PDP, one strong governor that when it stands and speak, the whole PDP structure quivers?
No, we don't have.
For now, we don't.
We don't have any.
That's what we are saying.
For now,
until there is a strong man that will rally the governors together,
yes,
and take a position.
But Fubara, if he wins this fight with the money Rivers have, if he wins this fight against Wike, anybody that is able to, Wike is a bull. If you're able to defeat him,
withdraw that word, please.
No, when I say bull, a fighting bull is not it's a bull that can bulldoze his way.
Okay.
You can see everywhere in national, at federal capital.
So there's something that you don't seem to understand. Wuke is not even fighting River State for APC. Wuke is planning a formidable PDP for him to lead.
It may not be PDP. He is going to support. Already, Wike has told us that I am campaign in 2027. That he has started his campaign for Buhari in 2020.
Don't foreclose that. One, we don't know what will happen between now and 2020.
Yes.
One. Two, also know that with what Wike is doing, I believe he's still building his political
He wants to capture the whole
South.
South. Are you
By
getting
the time he has that, in 2027, whatever or whichever direction he swings, most likely the South will follow him.
Yes.
Now, looking at Fubara, yes, there's something with having the resources. There's something with knowing how to use the resources to achieve what you want to
And the
achieve.
political structure.
That is what I mean.
Yes.
Does Fubara have that structure yet?
For now,
people would want to buy structure, but I tell you, structure that is boss.
It's
Someone with a bigger money will buy them.
It's not anybody with money.
That is why I said if he's able to stop, if he's able to stop Wike, but from all indication, 5 months is just too small.
Too small.
Do you know this guy has already started defeating himself? He has already submitted to Beijing now. He was,
yes, it was also wrong this
having the presidency
he's
has
looking
invited
for
them.
soft landing.
What?
He requested for that
Okay.
with the president because when Edwin Clark called on the president, it's for the president to prevail on Wike.
Yeah. To step down.
To calm down.
To calm down.
To calm down, not to step down. It's not going to step down.
Well, to step down for temporarily.
No, to calm down.
To calm down.
They want to use for calm down.
To calm down first.
Okay.
So that whatever the agreement is, you should know it's not impeachment because you know that you will surely be impeached.
Okay.
Going by what is on ground,
Yes.
with the majority, more than 2/3 of members of the state assembly, and with the structure you have already put in, look, no matter how rich Rivers State is, Wike is still rich.
And don't forget too, federal minds.
Yes.
FCT
Exactly.
is there.
I said so.
The presidency
Is there. The party is there.
The party is there. To tell you, there's no politician that doesn't want to play at the national level.
Exactly.
You see it again.
Every local politician wants to play at the national.
Yeah.
So for most of those structure he has on ground,
Yes.
he can just point out, okay, you will give you federal appointment. Come up for Fubara.
Even contract.
Yes.
You see, Mala Musa, Bala, all of you are students of political history.
Yes.
You see, this very region, South and Southeast, are quite different from our own region. There are things that may seem to go, and later on it has a way of marang. And I'll give you an example. You see this South. When in Bayelsa, what really happened? There was this election then under Buhari. And they wanted this man that has been disqualified, this APC.
Yes, Tinubu.
And he had everything. He called the Niger Delta militants, support me, and he said no. And he ordered an arrest. EFCC started going after them. And what happened? The next thing, bombing. In the case of Imo State, the governor, Hope Uzodinma, who was number 3, miraculously got catapulted to...
Don't bring that issue.
No, please, let me tell you. And you see, in the history of this modern day democracy, there, and I did a report for it on Desert Herald, and the report went and were commissioned. Southeast used to be the most peaceful state, not states, region, sorry, in Nigeria, not crimes. When you talk political stability, yes. Till that was in 2021, 22, and then the bombing started. Are you getting it? Now, and if you look at the tragedy, if you look at the past, in 1964, the elections, the Southwest election, that between the Akintola and you understand, took something like that. And when the federal government intervened by declaring a state of emergency, it led to Operation Wetty. And before you know it, instability and generally an overturn in the government. So that is why also this government is supposed to be very cautious of the fact that, and I'm sure, and that's why the president is inviting them, if there is an undue interference, and it is said are very, very much unlike the other set of people, if they perceive an injustice or an undue interference by the federal, there may be a problem. And that was why Wike was able to survive against Amechi. Yeah. Remember, Justice Akan was they felt that Buhari was trying to impose, and you see they came out all out. So these people, Nigeria is a very diverse country that needs to be looked at. Each diversity has to be respected, and then you apply wisdom. And I'm sure that is what the...
All right, let's quickly look at the vote of confidence of Gbajabiamila. We'll quickly do that so that we open up the phone lines.
Yeah.
The president cast a vote of confidence on Gbajabiamila. Meanwhile, people came with different conspiracy theories, some saying that it was actually Gbajabiamila that is the president and all of that. And Tinubu has come to clear the air. I love what the part where he said, he's human. If he makes a mistake, he will own up. Nobody should blame it on anybody and all of that. What do you make of this clarification that the president had to come do? Was it actually necessary?
Yeah, very necessary, because the allegations and the movement against the chief of staff keep growing every day. And if that allows, it may result to serious instability and fracas, let me use this, or crisis within the presidency. And just like what the president says, is a human being capable of making a mistake. The allegations were unsubstantiated. Because it's all sort of allegation that he was selling
federal appointments.
And I like the reply by Gbajabiamila. Look, it's not an issue of money issue as far as it's concerned. Gbajabiamila is not a small.
It's not a small fry.
Politician that reduced himself to that. I want to believe he will have interest much more than money. He has been in the house for long before he became speaker. And he has been a very good ally to the president. And whoever is close to Tinubu, that person is simply rich. Tinubu is a rich person right from the word go. Accusing him of selling appointment, well, let for me, it's just inimaginable. Don't imagine that. Probably he blocked some forces on how to reach the president or on how to get their way out. And the only way they can try is to, frame up all these allegations on him. I had wished they prove it out rather than just saying it. It's one thing for you to say something. It's another thing for you to put it down as a proof.
Well, all right, quickly, Mike.
Well, you see,
the office of
the office of the chief of the speaker, the chief of staff to the president is a very sensitive one. In short, when Buhari lost his former chief of staff, Abba, we discovered that he was left defenseless, open. You understand? So, and of course, Gbajabiamila have stepped on toes, and he's a very brash man.
Of course.
Are you getting it? And he may have influenced appointments, not for money, but maybe to protect.
That's what I say.
You understand? To protect, and that will lead to a lot of this thing. Well, let's see how it pans out. The president actually giving him a pass mark, but like the president is, that pass mark is a double-edged sword. It can move like this. In favor today, it is in favor of Gbajabiamila. Tomorrow it can.
All right, 0809-799-1989, 0809-799-1989, and 0809-4646206 are the numbers to dial to be part of the program this evening. We'll pick our first call this evening. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Good evening, you are welcome to the program. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Mr. Odeh.
Remove this fatalism of the state. Let us focus on where we are heading to. An issue of Gbajabiamila, money does not really, no matter how it gets, you will still look for religion. Don't be so selfish like that. There's that possibility. He committed it. That's what I have not seen. Documents of Gbajabiamila. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for dropping by this evening. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Simple Comrade Gabriel.
All right, Simple Comrade Gabriel.
What is happening? What we are expecting in Nigeria now?
No.
When there's hunger, there's poverty, there's unemployment, there's 1 or 2 days. So what I'm saying that if we wanted, if we is actually serious about how to build this country, one is the second issue. Hello?
Yeah,
I'm with you.
And what I'm saying that if we can really have this country, and if you plan in a way that you say the president is very close to him, that there's a lot of poverty in this country. Things are very hard. All the let's go to actually not the going of they are taking this, they are taking that. As far as I'm concerned, no matter what happens, we can choose. 1 day is 1 day. You can see what happened in the back when Moses again. I think it's broken down. So, and I very disagree with my organ, starting with this case, there's someone that is going to be better. We're going to be better. So I disagree with my organ.
That's politics, don't worry.
The fact is the fact that we are going to see it on Twitter, and I'm pleased by the special grace of God with what we get put on it, it's going to run fine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, Comrade Gabriel. 009 799 1989. That's 0809 799 1989. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Good evening, you're welcome to the program. All right, David, where is David calling us from?
I'm calling you from London.
All right, David, let's have your take.
I would like to advise you on something. With the way we do it, we're continuing with the PDP and the political party for anybody else. You cannot forget that this is everything who he is today. He served as a governor for 2 tenure under PDP. So what is being here right now is the best because you're a friend of Nigeria. And the fact that you are now the NCC minister of government, or you are the godfather to Wike, to the present government of government in the country. He has every power as the governor to do whatever he wants to do. If they have treated him like that, immediately when he was governor, he wouldn't have reached the end. He said he is right now. So he should be right and do what is right for the country. We can see the way we go like that. Thinking as if he will never do something. Before him, somebody was. So he should remember that the law of karma is there to catch up with him. Because what goes around comes around. That is my take.
All right, thank you so very much, David, for calling in and stopping by. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. You are welcome to Ground Zero. Turn down the volume of that radio. It's interfering with our communication. Yeah, loud and clear. Yep. Taye?
Yes, sir.
All right, right on.
Okay, I have to be honest with you, sir. You see, I totally disagree with one of your guests, the video of Musa Bala.
All right, go on. Why?
Take it on the way, sir. You understand? I know that Wike is just the man. He's a single man and he's going to hold the fight. Wike is nobody than a betrayer.
Those are-
If you make Wike who he is today, if the case is how everything cannot win, cannot take over Rivers. My reason is because they tried it to Amici. How did they end? How did they end? Let's not let yourself, Ehis Agbon. How did they end? And I know that Wike is going to lose this fight. Like, don't like a big lion or whatever thing. You understand? He's going to lose this fight.
Okay.
You understand? I'm not a party man. I don't analyze this or things because it's objective oriented.
Okay, Taye, before you hang up, tell me one thing that you think Fubara will do to be able to beat Wike. Just one thing.
The only thing on Bala can do to defeat Wike is to unite the party. Remove the stakeholders of the party, remove the traditional rulers, remove the president to them, you understand, in the party. And something you can say. He said that if hello, can you hear me?
Yes, go on.
You said something. He said that if this legislature can fix injustice, they will interfere. You understand? So if we can unite the top gladiators in Rivers State and bet you he's going to win this fight. Wike is nobody than the player. That is what I did to me. Wike is nobody than the player and he's going to lose this fight. I mean this to happen.
All right.
I said that he's going to lose this fight. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Taye, for stopping by this evening. 009 799 1989. We'll take one more call before we come to the studio and round up with reacting to the calls that came in. While we're expecting the calls, let's quickly see whether we have any text message comments or observations from social media handles. Let's start straight up from our Facebook. All right. Mohammed Sule. Okay, just posting that and liking us. We'll take this call now. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
From Nasarawa, Nigeria.
All right, Awusko, quickly, let's have your take.
You see, River State has always been a dreamer. It's a dream of betrayal. And that betrayal, as illustrated by your case over there, will continue. You see, until River State petition, we know that politics is not for them, but for the people, for the good of the people of River State. And we came to know that that betrayal becomes another betrayal. Just as Diane said, we are looking forward to it. We can be roll on the ground, then trust on the ground and trample upon. Because it betrays unity by sending us to APC. And the person of Gbajabiamila, we don't want to take again. That's what Agbon was called out as a cabal. Why is a good man? But because of some cabal, the rubbish him and rubbish his record forever. We don't want a situation where another cabal takes over Asoro and the people of Nigeria are robbed of what belongs to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Awusko. Let's react to these calls now. I'll start from Michael the Akatu.
Yeah. You see, the fact is there's a lot of pent-up anger against Wike's interference in this thing. And like I earlier alluded, the governor, if he's able to unite the people like the other man said, and he's giving them a fight, whether you want it or not, if he's able to unite them, Labaran Maku did the same thing. When PDP instigated an impeachment process against him, even the Chief Justice of the state has served him a notice. He instigated the people, there was a mass protest, and then he headed to Abuja to go and see good luck. And when he came back, the whole thing died down. I think getting it. And this man is also doing the same thing. You understand? Now, and he controls, whether you want it or not, he controls rivers for now. Though Wike controls the national from the listing. But let us see, it again depends on what the presidency wants. And that is where the presidency has to tread cautiously. Looking at our history, looking at 1964, looking at everything, what really happened, and then they will make the right call. That's my take.
Musa, Bala.
You see, when you talk of anger, let me quickly go to President Obasanjo. He sacked people at will.
Nascent democracy there.
No, what they were calling nascent or baby democracy. It was democracy. From his dining table, he can sack you.
Yes.
He sacked more than 4 Senate presidents.
Yes.
And when you say anger, of recent we saw people were very angry with our president when Ambode could not make it. So that the president cannot go anywhere. The president keep flying. Even in River State, the same anger on Wike when he left PDP. PDP too. It was Wike that talk of he was supposed to be trained by PDP. So that is why he was doing what he did. They keep calling his name, but he keep flying. He won River State for APC and he won River State for PDP. So he's a Dutch fighter. He's a good fighter. And when you talk of cabal, there is no government without cabal at any local government. So we should know that cabal come, cabal go, cabal come, all these things. We should not be. And when you talk of Wike losing the fight, I've said it. He has been winning since that time, and people will be quick to say sentiment. Is there any sentiment we say here? For God's sake.
You opinion as an authority.
Everybody comes to their own.
People quickly voice out what is in their mind.
Yeah. And all right, sentimental.
Yes. And I only two ways.
I want to believe 3 of us we have treated this topic objectively. I'm a preventive person. I love
and a political scientist.
I say in as much as I don't like godfatherism, but if you are a product of a godfather, you cannot come out immediately to say that you fight.
Short. It's not even good to be a betrayer. If somebody install you there,
yes,
you should follow, please.
If you want to effect changes, do it systematically. So that you can win him over. look, Oga, we have to do this for the sake of peace and the development
Just like
development
it's
of the
happening
people.
in our state.
All right, we need to wrap up the program now. I want to sincerely appreciate my guests on the program today. Musa, Bala, thank you so very much for
My
having time to be
pleasure,
on the program.
Mr. Ehis.
And Mike Odeh Akatu, I want to
Controversial.
Well,
Yes.
I controversially
The
agree.
controversial and the uncontroversial. All right, I want to appreciate the management and staff of Invicta FM for this opportunity to do this partnership, and of course, appreciate the team over there, Wisdom Agulana, for linking us up, and of course, Nick Femi Onibiyo for uplinking Procyon radio and television signal to Invicta FM. And of course, to the team over here at the Procyon Media Center, I'd like to appreciate Samuel ID, Idoga Track, and also not forgetting Michael Praise. FOC Agbon is around doing our stuff, and of course to Elsa, he said, Agbon, that is handling the online and video uplinking. I'm not forgetting also, who's that? All right. Timothy is around too. Yes, he is an intern with us. The coming weeks you'll be hearing much more about him. He's also at Invicta FM with Nibiyo. And of course, to the production lead, Sarah Agbon. Thank you so very much. My name is Ehis Agbon. I want to appreciate you all that called in today. And Otumba Rufai, I asked you to send me a text message. Please, Otumba Rufai, send me a text message of you put your name and location again in that text message. Please, I sincerely appreciate that. And to every other person that listens to the program, download the Procyon Radio and TV app, follow us on all social media handles, and we'll be celebrating the 1 year of Procyon Radio and Television. And there's going to be a mega chopper-thon where people come and show their chopping skills. And I am sure we are all going to have fun together when that comes. You'll be hearing the announcement pretty soon. Like always, I'll say, keep shining like the star that you are. Let's see on Friday for another package of the program, Ground Zero, right here on Procyon Radio and Television.